name is Hemant Jha. I'm Chief Design Officer at G&B. I'm trained as an architect, and for many years I practiced as an architect. I then started working as an industrial designer, mostly in the US. At the moment, I'm bringing everything that I've learned in the last 20 years of my life, studying and practicing design, to Godrej, to essentially take everything that we do, and at Godrej we do a lot of things, and bring them into the world in a really good and really meaningful way. It's very important for a designer to know who they're designing for and why they're doing what they're doing. It's also extremely important for design to clearly communicate what it is trying to accomplish for the people who use it, right? So if you're designing a piece of furniture, if you're designing a piece of electronics, it really has to work for and resonate with the people who buy it and who use it. And very often I think designers get caught up in styling and what is it that they think people might want to see rather than what it is that people really want. And so that's what I mean by honesty and integrity. Just do what's right and everything else will follow. If you look at the nations that are known for, let's say, good design, and I include good engineering in that, you think of Japan, and you think of Italy, and you think of Germany, you might think of the UK and the US, like Scandinavia, right? And even in India, we hold up examples of design from those countries and those nations as benchmarks, which to me is, at some level, very sad. Because I would love for Indian design schools and for Indian students to be able to say, guys, this is what came from India. This is our remarkable heritage. This is what we've done over the last 1,000 years. And we've done fabulous things over the last 1,000 years in this country. But where's the modern stuff? And whenever it comes to the modern stuff, we reference other people's work from other parts of the world. So I think we have a long way to go. We have a huge tradition of craftspeople. And any part of the country, the diversity of materials, if you look at, saris, the way saris are put together in different parts of India, it's kind of incredible. Everything's made by hand. The finesse that goes into it. I mean, to me, it shows a real understanding of the material and the process and the climate. But at the end of the day, good design is also something that exists in the real world, and it has to exist in the real world. I mean, if it doesn't exist in the real world, then, what's the point? And to get something to exist in the real world, you have to understand that it takes more than just designing something or styling something, because somebody's got to make it, somebody's got to finance it, somebody's got to distribute it, somebody's got to sell it, and these are all very different functions. And you've got to be able to understand how all the people who perform these different functions think. If you've got a lot of your designs in people's homes and in people's lives, and they love it and they use it every day, tell their children about it and they tell their friends about it, that's a wonderful thing, right? That's real success. If you look at things that are intrinsic to all good design, what is the quality of thinking that gave birth to the idea? What is the rigor with which the idea has been implemented? How adventurous has this person been in realizing their idea? What is the potential of this idea to be manufactured and put into people's lives and to people's homes? And to me, those are very straightforward criteria that can be used to judge the quality of any design. As long as things are great, people will find a way to get them.